Yo, 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 it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, and I've returned today with another ADH Wealth solution. Today, we'll begin to discuss fulfilling all of your financial needs. To contribute to channel growth, the links are in the description. To schedule an appointment of your own, or to purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with no medical exam and an instant decision, my information is in the description. Lastly, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. And now, here's our next feature. Salute, 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 salute. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hall, and I've returned today to whap and tap on your head with another ADH Wealth solution. Today's article is entitled, What is Term Life Insurance? From Money.com. Before we go in, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, to purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam, or to schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description. So before we go into this is a question that I get all the time. What's the difference between term and whole life? Literally is this: renting versus owning, right? If you rent your car, it's in your possession for the amount of time that you rent it, aka term insurance. If you purchase or finance your car to own it, it's in your possession until either you can't make the payments anymore or you complete making the payments. Term versus whole life. Now, let's take a look at some of the intricacies as we go down these series of what is, because it is a good question, and basically, most people are taught by idiot savants like Dave Ramsey and Sue Zorman to buy term and invest the rest. It sounds nice, but, unless you're coming with a budget, then invest the rest of what? Buy term of what? And it may not be in your best interest. So, let's take a look here. Term life insurance is a type of life insurance coverage that expires after a set period or term. Until its expiration date, the policy guarantees payment to a beneficiary or beneficiaries if the insured dies. Basically, term insurance is death insurance, whole insurance is life insurance. Read on to understand how term life insurance works, who it's for, and how to best get it. So what is term life insurance? Term life insurance policies consist of a death benefit and a fixed policy term. The death benefit, also known as face amount or value, is the amount of money that goes to your beneficiary or beneficiaries if you pass away during the policy's term. Policy terms typically range between 5 and 30 years, with the most popular option being 20-year terms, because agents get paid the most off of 20-year terms. Some companies also offer 1-year term policies called annually renewable or yearly renewable here. Types of term life insurance. So there are 4 main types of term life insurance options. You have level term, decreasing term, renewable term, and convertible term. There's also actually another one, which is return of premium term, which they don't mention here. So 1, level term insurance. With a level term insurance policy, both the monthly premiums and the death benefit remain the same for the entirety of the term. There is also a level premium insurance, a policy that maintains the same premium payments but increases coverage. For example, a 40-year-old male with no conditions can expect to pay around $18 a month for a 15-year level term policy worth $250,000. Then there is decreasing term. Decreasing term policies are usually cheaper to buy up front than level term life insurance policies. However, even though the premiums stay the same, the death benefit decreases every year. This policy is typically taken out by people who have financial commitments that decrease over time, like a mortgage. If you were to die at the start of the term, your dependents would get a higher payout than at the end of the term, at which point the policy payout would be down to zero. Then you have renewable term. If your family has a history of medical conditions, then a renewable term policy may be an excellent option to explore. With your renewable term policy, you can extend your coverage before the original term expires, without undergoing a medical exam. However, premiums are assessed annually and usually go up as you age. Number 4, convertible term. Now, this is funny because all those whole life haters, why would there be a term policy that you can convert to whole life if whole life was that bad? A convertible term life policy can be converted into a universal or whole life insurance policy when the term expires. Premiums for this type of policy are higher than for a level term life insurance policy. So let's take a look at the duration of coverage and costs. Term life insurance coverage typically lasts for a specific period of time and is priced accordingly. That makes term life a fitting and affordable option for those who need coverage for, say, the duration of their mortgage or need to purchase a large coverage amount. Term life insurance are charged monthly over the duration of the term. Once the life insurance term ends, it can be renewed or allowed to lapse. So, your term length normally is 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years. This is probably based on a 40-year-old non-tobacco using, perfect weight, super health person of a 40-year-old male. A 10-year term would be about $20 a month. A 20-year term would be about $30 a month. And a 30-year term would be about $45 a month. Is what their guesstimates are. Now, term life insurance eligibility. When you buy a new policy, the insurer must first establish your eligibility for coverage. So they may ask details such as your age, your height, your gender, your employment information, your medical history, your lifestyle, whether you smoke, drink, have a high-risk job, or participate in extreme sports. If you develop a terminal illness or a severe chronic disease and want to increase the amount of coverage for your policy, you probably won't be able to do so unless you have a guaranteed insurability rider. Similarly, getting term life insurance policy later in life could be more difficult and cost a lot more if you're over the age of 65. You might want to consider life insurance for seniors. So how does term life insurance work? Term life insurance works as a short-term safety net. It can provide peace of mind and safeguard the financial security of your dependents, loved ones, and or business as long as the policy is in effect. As long as you die within the term of the policy, the insurance company would pay a death benefit to your beneficiaries. If, on the other hand, you outlive the policy, the coverage would expire and the death benefit would not be paid out. So, how much does term life insurance cost? Since term life insurance policies cover you for a limited period instead of your entire life, premiums tend to be much more affordable than permanent life insurance. Examples of permanent coverage include whole life insurance and universal life insurance. Life insurance expert Jeff Roots tells us that term life insurance costs for a 30-year-old female in good health around $31 a month, while a male of the same age and good health can expect to pay approximately $36. The underwriting process. So underwriting is a part of an insurance company's risk assessment process to determine how likely it is that you will die within the policy's term limit. For medical underwriting, insurers may examine your health and medical history, your lifestyle, your occupation, your income and financial status, and other factors that may affect life expectancy, such as foreign travel, military, and criminal history. Now, what affects your premiums? Life insurance premiums are primarily determined by the policyholder's age and health. Therefore, younger individuals without pre-existing health conditions are considered lower risk and qualify for the lowest premiums. The opposite is also true. You should expect higher premiums as you age and develop health conditions. Other factors that insurers also use to determine your term life insurance premiums include risky habits, such as smoking. If you have a healthy lifestyle, however, insurance companies offer life insurance fitness rewards and discounts if you can provide them with information about your healthy eating and your exercise regime. Now, again, back to smoking. Smoking triples your price. So if a guy who's the exact same age, height, weight, and everything else with you, but you smoke tobacco and he doesn't, he pays $100 a month, you pay $300 a month for the simple fact that you smoke. Coverage and term length. Your premiums will also depend on the amount of coverage you purchase. The larger the death benefit, the higher your premiums. Longer terms also cost more. To pay less for insurance, don't buy more coverage than what you're actually required. Riders. So insurance riders are add-ons that a policyholder can buy to obtain benefits their policy does not cover. Some riders might allow you to access the money from your death benefit while you're still alive, or even convert your term policy into a permanent one before the end of its term. Interesting that the insurance companies already created a term policy that will turn permanent, and yet your so-called gurus continue to tell you to buy term, not whole life. However, riders can increase your premiums by as much as 10 to 30%. Similar to the advice above, only opt for riders that you need. For example, the guaranteed insurability rider, which allows you to increase coverage at a later date, may not make sense if you only have a term policy. Now, what can cause claim denial? Although it's unusual for a life insurance company to deny a claim, certain conditions may cause a claim to be disputed. These include, but are not limited to, failing to disclose a medical condition or other relevant information when taking out the policy, suicide within the first 2 years of the policy, if the policy has lapsed due to non-payment, being murdered by a beneficiary, and dying while committing a crime. Now, what happens if you outlive your policy? At the end of your policy term, the insurance carrier notifies you that the policy is no longer in effect and you stop paying the premiums. However, there are two exceptions. If your policy has a return of premium rider, you'll receive a check for what you paid into the policy throughout its term. If your policy has a conversion rider, you may also convert your term life insurance into a permanent life insurance policy before the term coverage expires. How soon can beneficiaries claim a death benefit? So, depending on the type of policy you have, it can take up to 18 months before you receive the proceeds. But beneficiaries should contact the insurance company as soon as possible after the death of the insured. States usually allow insurance companies to take 30 days to review the claim, approve or deny it, and ask for any additional information. That may mean covering funeral costs out of your pocket and then waiting to get reimbursed. So, I'm not going to teach you how to buy insurance, because the best bet to do that is to just come see me. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be our article for today. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, to purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam, or to schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description. With that being said, wipe ass, work in progress every day, and see success. Salute. Hey folks, this last video was sponsored by my company, where we help people like you to reach their financial goals. We do this through a simple conversation where we help to identify and then protect your lifestyle, and then we implement a plan. The process starts at about an hour. So, if you want more information or you want to schedule a consult, contact me via the information in the description box, and let's talk and see if we're actually a great fit for each other. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Thank you, and enjoy life.